Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory...
Okay, I guess, oh my gosh, we're doing it.
Hi.
We're back.
Welcome to Significant Lovers.
I almost said Another Bite of Twilight. That was our old podcast.
But I'm sure there's a few Another Bite of Twilight listeners joining us today because we're back talking about our boy Robert Pattinson.
We're back to our roots.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited to revisit Rob.
I know.
You know, I've honestly been thinking about him lately.
Really?
Just thinking, how is he, you know?
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not as tapped in right now to Rob, so.
I know. We're getting back into it. Back to our roots. Robert Pattinson and FKA Twigs. That's today's episode.
Yeah, we kind of knocked out the episode right away, isn't it?
Yeah, we're Kel and Mel. I'm Kel.
Yeah, I'm Mel.
If this is your first episode, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and we're going to let loose this episode.
Yeah.
We're going to be like good vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
we're deciding it. Make it a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're drinking. We're having some cider.
Yep, we're having
Rosé.
some rosé cider from Austin East Ciders. Not sponsored. That would be awesome. But would that annoy you guys if we had sponsors?
No, I think they would want us to get the check. You know?
Thanks, guys.
I don't know how that works, though. It's like, the thing about sponsorships is like, if you get individual payments for ads and that builds up, I don't know how I'm supposed to do that with taxes. Like, it's kind of not worth it.
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to do my taxes. Did you do your taxes?
No.
Ugh. When does that due? April?
Yeah.
Why is everybody doing it already?
I know. My mom was like, you gotta get to your taxes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? It's February.
Like, literally, everybody I know has already done them.
Yeah.
Like, let's hold off.
When will this episode come out? Let me see.
Let me guess. March. I'm gonna guess February. Let me guess. February 27th.
You're close. So there's 28 days in February, so it's March 1st.
Oh, okay. Very close.
Happy March 1st, everybody.
Happy March.
Wow, a new month. This is our 26th episode.
Wow. We're really, like, flying
I
through
know.
these couples.
Although Shannon said we shouldn't count the Patreon episodes.
She said that?
Yeah.
Why?
She said, I think you were there. She was saying, this is my sister, guys. She was saying we shouldn't, like, include them in the numbers.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we should because they're just as much, like, they're not mini episodes.
I know.
They're really long.
A lot of research goes into those. I actually think one of our longest episodes is a bonus episode.
Which one is that?
The Taylor and John Mayer one.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was like 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, that one was intense.
Yeah, guys, you're getting your money's worth. But, okay, enough promotion.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, we should count them because then people would get confused about where it falls and...
Yeah, exactly.
And one of these days, I'm sure we'll unlock some of those episodes.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm proud of those episodes.
Yeah, me too.
I want to count them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not like a hidden secret.
No.
Yeah. So...
This is a free episode, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a public episode.
Nice.
Yep.
Open access.
I wanted to thank... So we have all of our Patreon listeners that are subscribed to our bonus episodes, and thank you guys so much. But I wanted to shout out, we have 2 people supporting us on Anchor for no reason. Like, they don't get anything out of it.
Wait, I did not know that was an option.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. So I just want to say thanks to Rhea and Lauren.
Oh my goodness.
For just...
They're just supporting us?
Yeah, for... They don't get anything out of that, but...
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to just subscribe to our Patreon instead, like...
I think you can do like 99 cents or something.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow, oh my gosh, that is so nice of you.
I know. And yeah, the Patreon's $5 a month, and you can come and go as you please.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can forget about it and accidentally pay us for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, so should we just get in? Just hop on in?
I'm excited. I'm really excited about this.
Because, I mean, yeah, it's Robert Pattinson. Mel and I have been obsessed with him in Twilight since we were, like, in middle school.
He's still my biggest celebrity crush,
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh, my God.
It stresses me out, to be honest with you. Like, I was so obsessed with Rob and Kristen Stewart.
Yep.
But, like, really Rob, that I feel like I have had to take breaks from him because it actually has been unhealthy at times to think that he doesn't know me. And
Yeah, this is getting too much.
yeah, not that I'm a stalker or anything, but there was one point in my life where I knew where Rob was every single day.
That's awesome.
I knew exactly, like, I didn't know what he was doing. Oh,
Bless you. Cat just sneezed.
But, yeah, like, I always knew what city he was in, what he was up to.
Yeah.
But I've been a lot more distance from him lately.
I know, me too. Well, so this episode's about him and FKA Twigs, who, spoiler, he's no longer dating.
Yeah.
He's now with Suki Waterhouse, but I think you should cover them.
Okay.
And then we will know what he's up to now.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
A trilogy.
A trilogy.
Oh, yeah, because we've done Rob and Kristen before
Yes.
on our old podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-release that. I'm gonna put that together, but I don't know when we're gonna do that. I mean, you guys could just listen to it on Another Bite, but maybe you're just too lazy to go find it and we'll share it. But anyway, yeah, this relationship happened after his extremely high profile, everybody knew it, relationship with Kristen Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm gonna let him in. Oh my goodness, Fritz. So this was a big couple. I mean,
Rob and Kristen
were, but also Rob and FKA Twigs. I feel if you know Rob and Kristen, anything about them, they were like really private and secretive for most of their relationship. And I feel like, jumping ahead, but this was like the first time Rob was kind of like being really public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also like it took a couple years post Kristen.
Yeah.
For him to like be with somebody else.
Was it?
Right? Wasn't it like at least 3 years?
No.
Oh, it wasn't? It felt like a long time.
It was like a year.
A year
Yeah.
later?
Yeah.
But publicly?
No. Not
When
really.
did they go public? I'm sure you'll get into
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Hold your horses.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so Robert Pattinson. Can't believe we're talking about him.
Oh yeah.
And FKA Twigs. And as we always describe them in 3 words. My 3 words to describe them is fashionable.
Yeah, that's nice.
You can kind of tell from the outside. Fun.
Oh, I like that.
And uncertain. I feel like we often end with like the negative one. We're like loving, caring, manipulative, sweet, cute, dangerous.
So true.
Next time I should start with the bad one.
Yeah, like toxic, flirty, sweet.
Toxic and flirty. Yeah. So a little bit about them, if you don't know much about them. Well, guys, I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna do Rob's backstory, really.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you want to know about him, on our old podcast, Another Bite of Twilight, we did a whole episode about him.
Yeah, his whole life.
It's episode 43. I wrote it down, which came out April 14th, 2020. So if you scroll back to 2020, it's very detailed. I re-listened to it recently, and yeah, I feel like we covered a lot. We had like everything in there.
Yeah, like
So,
his prep school days,
yeah.
the modeling, Harry Potter, like you guys know.
Yeah.
Twilight.
I guess I will just say, like, he was born May 13th, 1986. Today he's 36.
Wow. Oh my god.
I know. He was born in London. He grew up in Barnes, England. He's English. He has two older sisters.
That's kind of trippy to me because, like, I still think of Rob as 21.
I know.
In some ways. Because that's how old he was when he was cast in Twilight.
It's fucked up. Time passing.
36.
I know.
Time is flying.
I know. I mean, how would you describe Rob if someone doesn't really know him that well? Like, they've only seen him in movies.
I would say he's goofy. People don't know that.
He's very, very goofy.
Really goofy, sarcastic, aloof.
Yeah. He's, like, never serious.
No, never. That might be a problem in relationships.
Although he is serious about his work.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Serious about his work, but it's like, he doesn't let it show. And when he gives interviews, he acts like he doesn't know what he's doing. But
he's humble.
Yeah, very humble. Yeah. Sweet. I feel like he's a sweet guy. Really.
He's cool, too. I feel like he knows a lot of things.
Yeah. I've heard rumors that he had addiction problems. I hate to say that. That's, like, bad. I feel like I shouldn't be saying that.
Addiction to what?
I don't know.
It's possible. Rumors swirling. So... yeah, you guys know Rob. He was in Twilight. Now he's been in the Batman. He did a great job, I think. He plays music, too. Plays guitar. He sings. But I feel like he chose kind of not to do that just because of his acting career, you know?
Yeah, I almost feel, too, like Rob has, not to psychoanalyze him, but a... fear of, like, vulnerability and, like he kind of hides behind acting, but because he's always so jokey, he would really struggle to, like, put his music out there and, like, let the world into his heart, you know what I mean? Especially since he's so private.
I can see that. Wow. That rings true to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know him, but
I do.
You know what, guys? I just gotta say, like, there have been people that I kind of, like, observe just from online. Like, you pick up vibes.
You do.
And then it turns out to actually be true.
Yeah.
That's happened to me several times.
Yeah.
Or, like, you can just kind of tell someone how to break up, even though they didn't say it.
Yeah. Oh,
you can just tell.
Oh, my gosh. I saw this TikTok that was so funny. It's like, okay, let's stop saying that we hate Valentine's Day because, like, we're checking in. Like, who's posting? Who's not posting?
That's so true.
Yeah.
I know. There was someone, I'll tell now later, in my life that didn't post a couple thing, and I was like,
Wait, interesting. Give me a hint.
No. I'll do it later. Later. Yeah, but he is a musician, so I feel like him and Twigs have that in common, actually. Yeah. Even though he's not, like, publicly a musician. He did randomly release a song, like, last year. Yeah, that out of nowhere.
Like, 2 days after we ended our podcast. That was annoying.
Yeah, and it was very confusing and hard to understand him. So.
I think it was him, though.
Yeah. No, me too. But that works with your theory that he's afraid of being vulnerable because it was kind of weird and hard to decipher. So... It's like he did that. That's the only way he can do it is in a strange way.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So, FKA Twigs. Her real full name is Talia. Is how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think so.
Talia Debret Barnett. But Twigs was her nickname even before she was a musician because of her... Twigs is her nickname because of, her limbs, her joints. She was, like, a dancer. Yeah. She was a dancer growing up, and that was just her nickname.
Dancers got, like, dance nicknames. Yeah.
That she looked like her arms and legs were twigs. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Why couldn't I get that out? And I read that Rob calls her Twigs, too, so I guess I'll call her that.
Wow.
No, I think it is, like, really her nickname.
Yeah.
But I know, I was kind of confused about what I should call her throughout this episode.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
so interesting. I guess, like, if it was her nickname before it was even her stage name, then that's different. But that's interesting. Like, a romantic partner calling you by your stage name. Like, I'm sure, like, I wonder, like, Lady Gaga, for instance, at what point in her relationships do people stop calling her Gaga and start calling her Stephanie?
I don't know. And I'm sure she still introduces herself to people, so maybe she says, like, I'm Stephanie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it does seem like it was a nickname first, so I don't know. But I don't know if I should be calling her Talia throughout this episode.
Let's go with Twigs.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no one calls her that. So.
FKA.
Yeah, FKA, yeah. But she is a singer. Her music is very electronic, distorted R&B, I've seen it called, kind of like alternative pop. I also, for the first time, came across this subgenre of music called PBR&B.
Oh.
So it's supposed to be kind of like hipster R&B, PBR and B. PBR beer. Yeah. So she was born in 1988, January 16th in Cheltenham, England. So she's 35 today. But she was in her 20s during this whole story. Her mother is English with Spanish ancestry, and her mom was a dancer and a gymnast, very similar to her.
Yeah.
Her father was Jamaican and a musician, so she kind of followed in their footsteps. But I read that she didn't meet her father until she was 18.
Really?
However, I watched some interviews with her, and she talked about, like, her dad driving her friend home from school, and it sounded like a very young story, so I was kind of confused.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the truth is, but yeah, she went to a private school, St. Edward's School, which is very posh apparently, but it was on scholarship. And from a young age, she did ballet and opera singing, and she said she was the only mixed-race kid in her school. She often felt very out of place.
Yeah.
She was a serious dancer. Age 17, she moved to London to pursue dancing and enrolled in the Brit School. And she became a backup dancer, actually, for people like Jessie J, Kylie Minogue, and Ed Sheeran. I just had to ask, why does Ed Sheeran have backup dancers?
I'm in love with your body.
I know.
I could see it.
Yeah.
But wait.
I guess that song was like 2017.
I know, like,
though.
I feel like she was already... Yeah, I feel like his early stuff was like...
I know.
Give me love. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess maybe he had, like, lyrical dancers?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
She does do a lot of, like, lyrical, modern type of dance.
What were his songs back then? Oh, yeah, I was like... They say she's in the class 18.
Yeah. She was just swaying to that song in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know. But when she was 18, she started working on, so like a year later, she started working on her own music, writing songs, and working with local producers in London.
London town.
And she had already done opera singing, apparently, so she'd been doing it. Her musical name was Twigs, too, but I guess there's already a musical act called The Twigs, and they asked her to change her name, so she became FKA Twigs. And we talked about this in our Robert Pattinson episode, I think, but she claims FKA doesn't stand for anything that's random letters, but usually FKA means formerly known as.
Why would she just not say it's formerly known as? Like,
know.
even if she
What does it matter?
Yeah, like, even if she said it's just random letters, like, oh, actually... That's cool that, like, by coincidence, it's formerly known as. Sure, you know.
Because she literally was formerly known as Twigs.
Yeah.
But she claims it's just random letters. They don't mean anything.
You don't think she's joking when she says that?
It didn't seem like it.
That's interesting.
Because she kept talking about, she was like, they're just, like, masculine, feminine letters or whatever. Like, she kept talking about it. So she's really digging into her claim that yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, F is a boy, K is a boy, A is a girl.
I don't know. I don't have that for letters, really, just numbers.
It?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I know. I do think F is maybe I have a little bit of it. It's just confusing for me because my name starts with a K, so it feels feminine to me. But
yeah, I get that. Like, to me, S is a girl, but my twin brother is named with a S, so he's like, oh, S is a boy. I'm like, S is like the most feminine letter that there is.
To me, S goes with 7 and 9.
7? Yeah, well, because like a 7 starts with the S.
That's true.
Yeah. But 9 is interesting.
And they're all very dark to me.
They don't have colors to me.
Anyway, Twigs first released music on Bandcamp, EP1 it was called, and then later she had EP2, which got great reviews on Pitchfork. And this is like how I first knew about her, because my boyfriend at the time was like obsessed with Pitchfork and read it every day, so he played FKA Twigs. And then her full studio album, LP1, with the song 2 Weeks, came out August 2014. And Time Magazine and The Clash ranked it as the best album of the year.
Wow.
So she already, before Rob, well, kind of around the same time, but before Rob was doing well with her music. I mean, she wasn't like a household name or anything, but, you know, people respected it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have no idea who she dated before Rob.
No, it's not known
I couldn't
at all.
figure it out.
How old was she when they started dating?
I wrote it down. Let's see.
You guys want to hear? Is this like ASMR to you?
She was 26.
Oh, my age now.
Yeah. I know, when you look up websites, like, who did she date? Or, like, you know, I was doing everything, guys. I was like, FKA Twigs, who did she date? Reddit, like, searching everything. And it always started with Robert Pattinson. So
Oh, wow.
I'm sure she dated some people, but we don't know. So the Rob and Kristen breakup, for good, the second time, because they broke up twice. The last time, at least publicly, was by May 2013.
Yeah, around his birthday.
Yeah. That's when it was over. He seemed to be, like, seeing some girls after that.
Really?
July 2013, so, like, 2 months later, he was spotted with Riley Keough.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows what happened there?
That was a long rumor.
But probably something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, but she
Maybe
was
not.
friends with Kristen as well.
Yeah, because then also Katy Perry.
Yeah, they've denied that.
I know.
They've denied that for a long time.
I know. Very weird. Okay, but this, Mel, I never saw this before. I don't know if you've seen it, but also July 2013, there's a picture of him kissing
No, I've never
this
seen
mystery
this.
woman. He's standing next to Jesse Eisenberg and Mia Wasikowska, who was his co-star on Maps to the Stars. And I don't know who she is. Wait, here.
Show it to me.
Like, who is that?
What? And look at Jesse Eisenberg's face in this picture. He's like grim, like, oh my god.
I know. I've never
Almost
seen
like
that.
Mila Kunis.
I know.
Wait,
I thought it looked like
Wait, this is crazy because the body language is kissing, like it's almost like a peck, like as if
I know.
kissed her before.
Maybe it was just a hello peck or something.
Maybe.
Maybe. But it does look like it's on the lips.
It does.
Maybe she's Italian.
Maybe. Oh my god.
Also in September 2013, there's like rumors about him and Dylan Penn.
Oh yeah, Sean
So-
Penn's daughter.
He's just living the single life.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months after him and Kristen.
And I think he was like really devastated. No, actually no, I don't think so. I feel like at that point he was like over Kristen.
I feel like he was fed up.
Yeah.
Kind of. But we don't know.
But didn't they meet up? Him and Kristen met up again.
Yeah, they did. They did meet up again.
Yeah.
I actually don't have that in this document, but I know that they did.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
it was over. But I remember reading articles at the time that like they had broken up, but it was like for now. Like they were like sources thought they would get back together.
Yeah. That's what they said.
Yeah,
But
to ease the
they
blow.
didn't. I know. It was just for us, so we didn't lose our minds.
So we didn't kill ourselves.
Just for now. Just for
Yeah.
now. They'll get back together, guys.
Yeah.
But August 2014. Okay, so yeah, it was like a year later.
Okay.
I have no idea what happened that whole year.
Yeah.
Because that was 2013. And then,
Mhm.
so a year later, August 2014, there were the first reports about him dating FKA Twigs, saying that they'd been dating quietly for about a month. So I guess actually July 2014. And they were seen walking around New York together with his friend Tom Sturridge,
His
who
best
we know.
friend, yeah.
He's been his best friend since like childhood.
Yeah, they go way back.
Yeah, and I read that they'd been introduced to each other by a friend. I read that in a couple places. In Daily Mail, you can't really trust them. But he said that it was Sienna Miller
Yep.
who introduced them because she was dating Tom Sturridge.
Yeah.
And apparently Sienna's friends with Twigs.
Must be, yeah. They're all English, all these people.
Yeah. The English people are tight. Like, their social circles, I feel like, go so far back, you know?
Now, this is my question for the episode, I guess. Well, I'm sure there will be more. What do you think about introducing two friends? Setting up friends?
I think it's a bit risky.
It is, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it can't be two people that are super important to you, is what I think. Mm-hmm. One of them has to be kind of an acquaintance or,
just
I don't
in
know.
Case.
Yeah. Because that can be messy. Why? What do you think?
I just think it's cute. I mean, I hate the apps
cute.
so much. So, like, any way that you can, like, meet someone organically or, like, in person, I think is, like, really nice. But, yeah, it is risky.
I think people do often meet through friends. I think it's nice. But I guess, like, setting up
can be purposefully. Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes feel like you meet someone and you're like, this person would be really great for my friend.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure, though.
There's a lot of pressure. I also read that according to NME magazine, she was introduced to him from Florence Welch of Florence and the Machine. And I do know that she's friends with Twigs, but I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they all knew each other somehow. And I just gotta say, I feel like Rob and Twigs make sense together. Like, they're both so fashionable.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta look up the pictures, guys, but really creative. I don't know. They just seemed like a good fit.
Yeah.
At least from the outside. September 2014, they were seen holding hands in Venice Beach. Pictures of them. And this is from E! They said, while it's unclear how serious they are, a source close to Rob tells E! News that FKA is recently moved to LA from New York and is staying with the actor at his home.
Ooh,
the insider also revealed that the couple is quite goofy and has great chemistry together, adding that Rob really likes her.
I can't imagine staying with him
at
his house.
I know. That is, like, really fast. Like, they've only been dating for 2 months.
Yeah, that's so true.
I don't know if she, like, officially lives there or if she's just
yeah,
spending time in LA and using that as her crash pad or something. But
that was really quick.
I know. Or maybe, I guess 3 months if they met in July. Mm-hmm. But still.
Yeah.
So at this time, every article still mentions Kristen Stewart, like, at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like, Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart together, she cheated on him, they got back together, blah, blah, blah.
I feel like even now.
I know, I know, still, they're always associated together.
We can't get over it.
And it must have just been so hard for both of them. Like, first of all, he is reminded of his ex all the time.
Constantly, yeah.
And
even
then,
if he's over her.
Yeah.
It makes it hard.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm still associated with this person.
Yeah. And then for her, I mean, I feel like everybody is kind of jealous of your partner's ex. So for her to be just mentioned all the time, every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how often they, like, looked at magazines or Googled themselves, but.
I mean, honestly, they probably did. Like, I find it hard to believe that celebrities don't Google themselves every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then.
I feel like it would be, like, it's there.
I know. Yeah, so Kristen is still mentioned all the time. October, is this correct? I wrote 2015, 2014. Rob and Twigs are seen out and about in Paris together, and there's this picture of Rob, like, laughing his head off. It's really cute. They went to, apparently, their word, not mine, the article's word, hipster store called Harmony that had just opened that morning. They each bought a jacket. Rob bought a t-shirt. Then they went to the concept store, La Librairie, and he bought a hoodie.
Cute. It must be fun for him. Like, he probably never worries about money.
I know.
You just buy whatever you want.
They're just walking around buying clothes. Again to E! They were, like, really on top of this story. An insider said they looked really happy together, laughing most of the time. And I guess he watched her perform that night in Paris, and he was smiling while he sipped a beer. And then they went to Amsterdam, where she had a show, and then they were seen on the streets holding hands. Like, already, I feel like he's being very public.
Yeah.
Like, with Kristen, I feel like they were always sneaking around.
I know.
There's a couple pictures of them, like, on the streets together, you know. But I already feel like this one is more public.
It's so interesting because, like, we, on our last podcast, would always discuss, like, who was the reason why him and Kristen were so private?
I know.
Was it him or was it her? And we came to the conclusion that it was because of him. Because I do think he still is a lot more private than Kristen is.
I also think he's back to being private.
Yeah.
In his current relationship.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because honestly, it did seem like he was more public about him and Kristen than Kristen was at the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was the one who would, like, be a little bit, like, more touchy.
That's true.
Like, in pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, was the one who, like, said stuff.
It's not adding up, though.
I know.
Because, sorry, jumping way ahead in life, but, like, now he's with Suki Waterhouse, and they don't, like, go to events or anything. I mean, they just did for, like, the first time.
First time after dating for, like, years.
Yeah. But him and Twigs went to a lot of events together.
But maybe it's because Twigs got a lot of, like, hate for dating him.
So he felt like he couldn't hide her or something?
Or, like, he had to protect, maybe.
Maybe.
Kind of Edward-y.
I don't know. It's so confusing. I guess every relationship's different, but I feel like he's just acted so different.
I know, yeah.
In all of them.
I feel like it's really, truly hard to know him.
I know. It is. What the heck?
I have this sense, I've said this on the past podcast before, like, I have this sense that even, like, those closest to him, like, don't know him.
I could see that, too.
Yeah.
I almost think, okay, maybe he's kind of, like, going with the ladies' lead. Like, maybe Kristen also wanted to be private.
Yeah.
Maybe Twigs didn't really care.
But I feel like Suki wants to be public.
Suki... I know, that doesn't make sense to me.
That's confusing, because she's very public.
She wouldn't want to keep it a secret.
No. She's a little social climber, that girl.
So, it doesn't make... I don't know.
Yeah.
Keeps me up at night. Just kidding. But... yeah, so they're out and about holding hands in Europe. Very cute. Already, some Twilight fans, some very bad Twilight fans on the internet started saying really racist things about FKA Twigs, saying that he had traded down from Kristen and calling her ugly, which is terrible and
that's so
really
embarrassing.
Shameful. I know.
That's, like, honestly, that kind of stuff, like, really is annoying. I feel like that happens in, like, a lot of fandoms. Like, there's crazy Taylor Swift fans and stuff, but it's like, are you serious? Like,
I know.
I mean, I loved Rob and Kristen too. Like, it
yeah,
was,
but
like,
you're a sane person though. You wouldn't, like, bash his new girlfriend.
No, like, it was hard to see him dating someone else. Like,
it was
like, it is
hard.
weird.
I know.
It is like, oh my god. Like,
I know. I feel like we've gotten used to it now, but at the time it was hard to grapple with.
Yeah, like, I felt it in my stomach.
I was like, okay, this is over. This is really over.
Yeah. But I would never attack somebody or, like, resort to that. Like, to me, I'm like, wow, like, first of all, she's a beautiful woman, talented. I'm like, oh, okay, that's amazing that he's dating someone really great. I think if he was dating, like, I would have still never harassed anybody that he dated at all. But, like, let's say he was dating, like, who would be really annoying at that time? Kendall Jenner. Like, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would have sucked. Yeah. Somebody just that seems fame hungry or is kind of trashy or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been annoying.
But still,
I hate when people say someone's ugly. Like, that
I know
is honestly one of the worst things in my eyes that you can say. The only time I'll, like, maybe, like, if someone is also a bad person, I feel like that can make you, like, ugly in a different way.
Yeah, I agree.
Then I excuse that, but, like, I just hate when people say someone's ugly. It's like people can't control how they look, and also that's, like, just your opinion.
Yeah,
you know?
beauty is so subjective.
It really is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know, because also when you call somebody else ugly, not only are you revealing, like, the colors of your character, but you're making everybody else feel insecure, because it's like, oh, if you think that person's ugly, what do you think about me?
I know.
Like,
And it is so arrogant. It's like, okay, you think you're
Who
beautiful?
are you? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because she's, like, literally gorgeous, too.
I know. She's so small, so cute.
Very symmetrical face as well.
She saw this and she responded to it. She tweeted, "I am genuinely shocked and disgusted at the amount of racism that has been infecting my account the past week." And then 10 minutes later she tweeted, "Racism is unacceptable in the real world and it's unacceptable online."
Jeez.
True.
Yeah. Good thing she said something.
Yeah.
Was I crazy, or did I read that she had once said that she had never even really, like, people had never said racist things to her until she started dating Robert Pattinson?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw that, but maybe. On November 10th, 2014, it was reported, and there were pictures of it too, that Rob gave her a dozen red roses after one of her shows in New York.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And there is a picture of them walking down the street and she's holding the bouquet. And then after the show, they hung out with Rihanna.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Cute. So wait, didn't I once... Wait.
What?
I'm getting Rob confused with Edward. Because, like, didn't we previously determine that his love language was gifts? But I think that's Edward.
That's Edward. That's Edward. Maybe Rob too.
Yeah.
Twigs also talked about the hate she was getting to USA Today, and she said 14-year-old kids that she called the haters 14-year-old kids that should be in bed. And she said, "I really enjoy the fun of putting something out and people liking it or hating it or talking about it, but the attention feels disgusting. It's like a hangover. It's weird. I know that's not really because of me or what I'm doing, but the positivity I get from my relationship makes the more challenging aspects very worth it."
Yeah. You know what's crazy, though? Like,
what?
The unfortunate reality is, like, a lot of those haters probably were adults.
I know.
Like, I'm sure a lot of them were teenagers, but there's something really unhealthy about, like, fandom people who are just, like, so immersed in it that's, like, they live, breathe, and die by that, and they don't, like, interact with the outside world.
I know.
Which I'm sure there's a lot of, like, Twilight fans who are like that.
Yeah.
Most are not, but I'm sure there's some that are.
It's all about balance. Not to get all hippie here, but, like, I think that all groups... First of all, I think being part of a group can be great.
Yeah.
It's great for your social life, whatever. But you can take it too far.
Yeah.
With, like, anything.
Yeah. And the thing about, like, a fandom is it's mostly online. And if you're mostly online, you're losing a sense of reality that is needed.
I know. I don't know if Rob and Twigs were just, like, not that online or something, which is good for them. Rob doesn't seem like he's really on the internet that much. But, like, he later says something about how, like, he doesn't even know anybody who comments. And they're just, like, people in the basement. And I'm like,
it's
I don't
like
think
not
they are.
Even true.
Yeah.
It's like people on the toilet.
I know. Yeah. Like, more people are commenting hate than you would think. I mean, I wouldn't say hate, but, like, I've gotten in fights online before. Yeah. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah. I honestly have way less than I used to.
Yeah. You gotta just learn to step away.
Yeah.
It doesn't do any good.
It's hard because, like, the more and more you're online, the more that it does feel like that's your real life.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard. Like, those lines are very blurry.
Yeah. So those fans definitely had issues, and they took it too far.
Yeah.
Terrible. I kept reading reports, back to the story, that Rob was thinking of moving to London and leaving LA, which would be close to her, but he kept going back and forth and couldn't decide. I don't know if that's true, but I saw, like, many articles.
He didn't even live there at all?
In London? No. Oh. Yeah, he was just living in LA, I guess.
Oh, wow.
You know. But he was thinking about it. This is also the time, so November 14th, 2014, this is when Rob was seen with that very strange rectangle of hair on his neck. It was to the 7th Go-Go Gala at the Montague Beverly Hills. Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen this, I felt like this was maybe inspired by being with FKA Twigs because her fashion is very, I don't know,
eccentric,
avant-garde.
Yeah.
Eccentric works too. Yeah. And yeah, so the back of his neck was, like, shaved except for a little rectangle.
Mm-hmm,
It was
yeah.
very weird. I remember being like, what's happening? What the heck is happening? Where's Edward? But it was gone, like, shortly after. He didn't keep it. December 2014, they were seen in Miami kissing on one of those lounge chair things by the pool.
Cute.
It seems very normal for them.
Yeah.
But she was performing at Art Basel, Miami, so I think that's why they were there. And she talked to The Guardian, and she said about paparazzi, she said, I look uncomfortable because I am uncomfortable. But then it's like, she has a very soft, sweet little British accent. And it's like, is this person in my life worth it? And he is, without a question. In comparison to how happy I am and how I feel with him, it's 100% worth it.
I know it's because she's short, but something about her reminds me of Caitlin.
My sister?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hi, Caitlin.
Oh.
Katie.
I don't see it.
I think it's...
What is it?
I don't know. Maybe it is because maybe it's just the height.
I do think, I thought of a similarity. I think that they both seem really quiet.
Yeah.
But they also can be, like, pretty bold and shock you.
They both seem quiet, maybe, and sweet.
Yeah.
But they have a lot going on in their mind and, like, a lot of ideas and are very intellectual and smart.
Yeah. Kate.
Caitlin, I love you so much.
I know. She does our YouTube, guys. So sweet.
She listens to every episode.
Yeah.
She's honestly, like, truly one of the best people in the world.
She's, like, my life consultant, even though she's 5 years younger than me.
She's our RA on duty.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I enjoyed it, but I agree with her that the Penn Badgley, Blake Lively wasn't the best episode.
I forgot that she said that.
Because it'll be up, I know. I made, like, a collage. I was just doing it from memory of all the couples we have done before. I was actually able to do it, like, in order, every single one we did, but then I forgot them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, she was right. That was forgettable. I'm sorry, guys.
No drama. I mean, but that's what happens when you have a healthy relationship.
Yeah, I know. The main takeaway from that episode was the amicable silence. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it, but, like,
the fact that they had to work together and there was no drama.
I know.
That's crazy.
Because Penn Badgley's a great guy.
Yeah. Are you guys watching You, season 4?
Yeah.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah, you can talk to us about that. We're watching it. And she talked more about the paparazzi. She said, that side of my life, like the paparazzi, is nothing to do with me. That is the side of my life of the man that I love. And when that started happening, I had to, because that is the opposite of who I am as a person, and it was weird. Then I had to sit back and have a conversation with myself, and I had to say, that is something really horrible. No, not horrible. I don't find it horrible. It's something that is very challenging.
Yeah.
So I guess she loves him.
Wow.
But yeah, I feel like she said a couple times here, like, it's worth it. It must be hard.
What time period is this?
So this is December 2014.
Okay.
So they haven't even been together that long, like, since the summer.
The summer...
2014.
2014?
Yes.
Oh, so they've only been dating a few months.
Yeah.
And they're in love.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I know. January 2015, there were reports that Rob took her home to meet his family over the holidays.
Wow, okay, it's really progressing.
I remember when Rob and Kristen did that.
Yeah, they did that really early, actually. Wow, he moves fast.
I know, he does.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys. I hope it's not disrespectful that I keep mentioning Kristen Stewart.
The thing is, like, we're subject matter experts in Rob and Kristen.
Yeah. So we can't not think about it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people listening are also thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But, like, we're kind of, I hate that, though. It's like we're kind of like the media.
I know.
Also bringing up Kristen.
I know, whenever they say, like, they hate the press, hate the media, that's us.
Yeah. Or, like,
I do feel bad.
All these articles keep bringing up Kristen. Like,
I know.
We're going to do the same thing. Cause
I do feel bad.
I feel bad but it is, like, hard not to mention.
I know.
Because it's just, like, cemented in history.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That's why, like, on this show, I do want to respect people. I mean, as much as I can respect people and not be too hard on them, because like that kind of sucks to have strangers talking about you.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I forgot that was my goal, actually.
Oh, what?
That I want to be, like, very understanding towards people on the podcast. Yeah. Because everyone's human. And like, honestly, relationships are, like, one of the hardest things.
I know. Love.
I mean, it's like when people
will tear us apart.
Literally. Like, it's like, because, like, you know, it's like people are really messy in relationships, but it's because it's one of the most, like, anxiety provoking, crazy things, and it makes you irrational.
I know.
Like, I get bad stomach aches, like, you know.
And why is that? Why don't you guys tell us what you think?
Yeah.
Why does love make people crazy?
Maybe that's why Rob has such a problem being vulnerable. It's because people are gonna talk about him.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably. Probably. About, again, from E! News, about the Christmas with Rob's family, they said, they absolutely loved her, says a source. It went so well. Rob's family has always been supportive of him, and they thought they were great together. Again, like, who's this source? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to choose to believe it.
Yeah, who are these sources?
Like his cousin or something?
Yeah.
And okay, sorry to mention it, but just so we know what's going on in the timeline, this is when Kristen is with Alicia Cargyle.
Okay, so she's moved on as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she's taken. March 2015, early March, news outlets are saying, did Robert Pattinson give girlfriend FKA Twigs a promise ring? They're both sporting rings, apparently.
Interesting.
He wants to marry her, the source says. This is People.
It hasn't even been a year.
No. Much more calm and happy than before. That's how they described Rob. They are inseparable when they are together. They live at his house. Normally I'd be, like, skeptical of this, but they do. Spoiler, they do end up getting engaged. But, okay, don't you think... I feel like the press, magazines and stuff are sometimes stuck in, like, 1950s.
Yeah.
Like, do people even do that?
Promise rings? No. That's crazy.
Who does that?
That's cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just a ring he gave her.
But they're both wearing them?
Honestly, I don't know if it's true.
Yeah. I could see giving her a ring.
But don't you think...
He gave Kristen a ring as well, though.
Oh, my God. The same one? He's like, give that back. That's my mother's promise ring.
Isn't promise ring, like, doesn't that mean, like, you're saving yourself for marriage?
I think there's, like, two definitions. There's that one, and then there's one that's, like, we're serious together.
Oh,
but it's not really...
like they're going steady. Yeah.
But I can't picture Rob and Twigs doing that.
How do you even, like, say that? Like, here's this ring I got you, baby.
I know.
It's a promise.
I feel like a guy giving a girl a ring just means that anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess so.
So maybe it's just like an unspoken thing and they're just excited and they're calling it a promise ring.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This whole thing could be like made up.
Yeah.
Maybe they just went to like an art fair and they both bought rings.
What publication actually said this?
That was People.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wait, actually People is like very legit. Okay, and it's March?
Yes, it's March. So
and they started dating in July?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, but keep in mind they're celebrities.
That's true.
They have nothing to like wait for.
No,
you know what
but
I mean?
honestly, the thing is, though, about that is, like, I would think that celebrity relationships would move slower because they're so busy all the time.
I guess, but they already have so much money. They already have legit houses.
Oh.
They don't have to be like,
I guess so.
oh, we should save up to, like, have a house someday or, like, our wedding.
That's true.
Everything is already
And if they get
taken care
divorced,
of.
it's, like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe they feel like everybody around them is, like, a phony. So if they meet anybody that's, like,
They're like, I
genuine,
gotta lock this down.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I feel like famous people get engaged quickly.
I just feel like they wouldn't have, I don't know how they'd have the time. Like, that's what I can't wrap my brain. Like, even these days, like, I feel like it can be, like, hard to date someone. It's like, you're so busy all the time. Like, as a normal person, how can you date someone as a famous person? You're on set all the time.
I know. It seems like during this time, he was kind of following her around. I don't think he was acting at the time.
That makes more
but
sense.
unfortunately, that changes.
Okay.
Because then he starts to film stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a conflict.
It definitely is. Very, very confusingly, on April Fool's Day, there's a report that they're engaged.
Oh.
And weirdly, it was T-Pain who said it first.
Oh.
The rapper.
Why?
In an interview, he said he was a big fan of FKA Twigs, and then he was asked if he would elaborate. Oh no, he was asked if he would collaborate with her, and he said he wanted to, but she's on tour so much. Anytime I call her, she's in a different place, and she's engaged now, so that's about to be a whole other thing.
Oh.
And then the interviewer was like, "Wait, what?" And he said, "Yeah, to old Patty." And then he said, "I don't know if she wanted anybody to know that."
Jeez,
But it
lips.
was April Fool's Day, so it was like, wait, is this true? But then it was true. It was true, because then there was, in the subsequent weeks, there were more articles about it, so.
So they've been together 9 months. Wow.
Yep, they were together 9 months, and they were engaged.
Wow.
Guys, I don't know why well, we were going to do this couple anyway, but I keep picking relationships that are engagements.
I know, really.
It's
broken
getting weird.
Engagement. Wow.
And, big hint, next week is that too.
Yeah. Wait, that's so true.
I have a fetish for broken engagements. I love it. It's just like the potential.
That's so true.
I don't know why it keeps happening.
Yeah. Engagements are weird because
I
it's
know.
like most people before they get engaged already know that they're about to get engaged.
Yeah.
So it's like, aren't you technically already engaged if you're talking about getting engaged?
Mel, it's a big deal to say yes.
That's true. I wonder how he did it, Rob.
I know. I wish we knew.
We don't know. We have no idea.
Did he get on one knee?
Was there an elaborate thing? People really plan out their engagements these days.
I wish we knew. What was he wearing?
I know.
Where were they?
Yeah, we don't know any of the details.
Was it super romantic or was it kind of casual?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love an engagement story.
I know. It's nice.
Fits. How did your parents get engaged? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure they got engaged at a Bruce Springsteen concert.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I know.
Aww.
My mom was a huge fan of Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
What about your parents?
No story. I think they got engaged at Christmas, but again, I think they just talked about it. My parents had only dated for 6 months before getting engaged.
So why are you like, oh my god, they've only been together 9 months?
I do think people should think about it more.
All right. Yeah. My parents have been dating for 6 years or something?
Yeah.
So.
I think that's safer than 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are still together.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Yeah. To each their own.
Mm-hmm.
Mello wouldn't do it, I don't think. But what if it was Robert Pattinson?
I'd get engaged after one day.
I know. I remember back in the day saying, I don't even have to meet him.
No.
Just calls me up. It's married at first sight.
Yeah, literally.
No, I mean, I'm in a relationship now, so
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, when Brittany, I keep talking about her, and her boyfriend were here over the weekend, and we were talking about Pete Davidson, and I was like, would you date him? And her boyfriend was like, what? Oh my god. And I was like, I'm sorry. I feel like I shouldn't have said that. That's just what we say on the podcast. But then she whispered to me, yes, she would.
She would date him?
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, if he asked me out, sure. Yeah, I would.
He's our cousin. Just kidding. He's not really.
You literally convinced me that he was, though.
I think he is distantly related to us somehow.
I'm sure.
It was hypothetical.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
No,
would
but
you actually date him? It was just,
Yeah. No, I think
Then I felt bad. I felt like I insulted Colin for asking that right in front of him.
But it's a celebrity.
Yeah, it's a
It's
celebrity.
not gonna happen.
It's hypothetical. I meant in another universe.
Yeah.
Would you date Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's a hotly debated guy.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, I would date Pete Davidson, but, like, I don't like that, like, he has all these very short-lived relationships. Like,
And
that,
then he gets tattoos.
and get tattoos, and they never work out. Yeah. And, like, to me, I'd be like, there's no way this is going to work out.
I know.
Like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
You know?
It's not worth it. Okay, so, according to People magazine, I've always loved that name.
People.
So simple.
Yeah.
People.
I feel like that's what Jenna Rink was trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
With Poise magazine.
Yeah. People. It's just about people.
Yeah.
While Pattinson's parents, Richard and Claire Pattinson, would like a church wedding, Twigs want something quite informal, like a pub wedding.
Oh, okay.
A source tells People. Pub wedding's not really a thing in America, but I think I get the idea. Is that a pub?
I guess
I don't know.
so. No, I think some people might be in America.
Yeah.
This girl, actually, that I work with, she was telling me she's getting married, and she was saying that she's having her wedding in a brewery or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The wedding is in the brewery?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love breweries, actually. I mean, I would do, like, the party there, maybe.
Yeah, it was in Soho or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. They do weddings at Syndicated. Did you know that?
No, really? Oh, that's cool.
Well, I don't know if they do the actual ceremony, but...
Receptions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that could be really cute, actually.
I know. Especially if you're, like, a movie lover.
Yeah.
And then it said, fortunately, there are other nuptials coming up in the family. Pattinson's older sister, Victoria, also got engaged a few months ago to her boyfriend, John Peppett.
Oh, nice.
So, I guess they're trying to say, like, if there was a pub wedding, at least there'll be
another Catholic ceremony. Yeah.
It said that they were hoping to get married late summer, although the plans are not definite. And it's awkward around the same time, like literally the same news cycle, same week, I think. Kristen was asked in an interview about like what it was like shooting a sex scene with Robert Pattinson.
Oh my god.
It's just weird, like he's engaged.
I know.
She's being asked that.
Yeah.
And she has to give some kind of like funny answer.
What did she say?
I actually didn't write it down.
I think she said that she's being asked that.
I know.
About her ex-boyfriend.
I know.
Wow. That's hard.
I know. May 2015. So summer's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the Met Gala together. Big deal. He never did that with Kristen.
No.
They looked super hip and cool. I loved he had like this little cross bow tie.
Yeah.
And
they're both wearing
those.
white, right?
Well, this is the time they actually go twice. This is the time she's wearing this really unique dress. It has like forms of naked people on it. It's all colorful.
Yes, I remember that.
And there's
one.
like someone pinching her nipple.
Yeah.
It's very strange, but it's cool. It looks good on her. The theme was China through the looking glass, and I don't think they follow the theme because her dress is by a Scottish designer. So
I hate when people don't follow the
okay,
theme.
that doesn't seem to be following the theme. But she did have, you could see the engagement ring on her finger.
You can?
Yeah, and it's quite unique. It was like a teardrop shape and like gold.
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
I feel like
if you scroll up, you can see the picture of them too.
Wow, that is very unique.
She's a unique gal.
I feel like they were very like elusive about the fact that they were engaged.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
You're very right, Mel. Yeah, it was a pear-shaped diamond. Approximate value $150,000.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. It's a lot
Too
of
much.
money. Yeah.
May 13th, Rob celebrated his 29th birthday.
Wow. Almost 30.
June 2015. They were seen out and about in New York and LA. Lots of pictures of her talking on the phone. And he's like standing next to her. Saw that a couple times. It's crazy. I just thought it's crazy how often these people, not just them, but how often they go back and forth between New York and LA.
I know.
And London.
I know. It's crazy that these people are in New York all the time and
I know.
we live here.
I know. It's nuts. But isn't it wild? I feel like to me, like going to LA is like a big trip. It's like a once a year thing.
I know.
It's like this is my vacation.
They're just back and forth, back and
know.
forth. Yeah.
It's nuts.
Do they fly? I feel like Rob flies public.
Yeah, they fly like commercial.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, commercial.
Public.
Public.
Yeah, I mean,
Public transit, airfare.
What if that became a thing? You just tap your card.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that should be a thing.
It's too dangerous, I think. Probably too expensive.
True.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I might be dead by then.
Security. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. But I just gotta say, because sometimes I like write in my notes like thoughts.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is the really indie point of Rob's career. Like this is after Twilight, and he's doing very indie movies like Maps to the Stars and
Cronenberg.
Yeah, Cosmopolis. Like people, not a lot of people are really seeing these movies, but he's getting good praise for them.
Yeah, critically acclaimed, but he's not overexposed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very indie, and like Twigs is very indie too. So it's just his little hipster time. July 2015. This is when he lands the role for Good Time. It's definitely I think that was like a major stepping stone in his career.
Yeah, definitely.
He goes to Manchester, England to see Twigs perform, and he had a beard at this point.
Oh
yeah. And apparently Tom Sturridge and Sienna Miller were there. Oh, wait. That was totally wrong. Apparently Tom Sturridge and Sienna Miller split.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, I read my notes too fast. They broke up, and that was like their couple friend. So, yeah.
I feel like sometimes that can cause a rift with couples.
I know.
If their like couple friend breaks up.
I know. I've heard that like divorce can be contagious in friend groups.
Yeah. Or it's like, let's say I don't think this is the case with them, but like let's say the woman is friends with the woman and the man is friends with the man, and then that couple splits up and then they both take sides. Like that can be really hard.
True. Okay, so this is summertime.
Wow. So we're coming on a year.
Yeah.
Of their relationship.
And remember they said they were maybe going to get married in summer.
Yeah.
But wait, I'm going to wait for the Twilight. I doubt it will be in it though. Cuz sometimes we are like, oh, that might be in it, and it's not. I know. Our Twilight takes forever to flush.
If you guys can hear it, it's fine.
Yeah.
We all go to the bathroom.
Even Robert Pattinson does.
Yeah.
A source told People that their wedding had been pushed to autumn at least because the bride-to-be can't decide what kind of wedding she'd like to have. She talks about keeping as real and low-key... She talks about it keeping real and low-key, and then wants an elaborate, glamorous, Baroque affair. She was even talking on stage... I don't know why I can't read this quote. She was even talking at one stage about having a masked ball. It will now be bigger, but how big, nobody's quite sure at this moment in time, the source reveals. There's no fixed wedding date, but it will probably be late in the year. And while their wedding plans might have taken a roadblock, the couple are already looking forward to the future. They've both talked about wanting kids.
Wow.
They always say that. I don't really know if it's true, but...
Yeah, who's telling the press this?
I know. Yeah. And, okay, apparently, so this was also in July 2015, she told the Sunday Times that she'd never seen Twilight before.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I feel like if I was in that position, like, let's say, like, I had no connection to Twilight whatsoever, I wouldn't want to watch a movie with him and his ex-girlfriend. Movies with him and his ex-girlfriend.
That's true.
Kissing and, like, being very intense with each other.
I know. But as a big Twilight lover, I'm kind of like, really?
I know.
You haven't seen it?
Has she read it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wow, that sucks. Like, it sucks that she can't experience that.
I know.
You know?
It's such a great thing.
Yeah.
It's sad. August 2015, Rob signs on to the movie High Life. And there was a story in page 6 by Carlos Greer that said Twigs was on FaceTime with Rob as she waited to board a flight in Sweden. And it said she was sweetly berating him that he hadn't listened to something she sent him a few days ago. She wanted to see him tomorrow. She called him baby, said a spy. The singer flew coach to Sweden for the Way Out West festival this weekend. So, yeah, I guess they were FaceTiming, if that's true. I don't know. September 2015, there was another Page Six article that said Rob was scheduled to attend Venice Film Festival, but backed out because he's shooting Lost City of Z in Ireland. But sources tell us that Pattinson never planned on coming. He didn't want the story to be all about how he and Kristen were nearly bumping into each other. Venice is very small, and there are only so many parties and hotels, because Kristen was going to be there to promote Equals with Nicholas Hoult. So...
Wow, it's interesting that he's purposely... Oh, I guess he's filming a movie anyway, but he's purposely, like, calculating his actions based off Kristen still.
I know, if that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think he was supposed to go to that to promote a movie, so it's just interesting that he kind of, like, pretended he was going to go.
Yeah.
And then didn't go. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was in Belfast filming Lost City of Z, and then he did go to London to see Twigs, and they were seen out and about in Soho at night. And there's actually a picture of them standing outside this taco place, but the neon signs look like very strip clubby. They're like girls, girls, girls or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually recognized them from when I studied abroad. I was like, wait, I remember those windows.
Wow.
Like, that was cool.
Small world.
I know. So then Rob was on the cover of NME, and he talked about the racist comments FKA Twigs had gotten. He said, I was talking to my dad about this, and I bet him that if he looked up Nelson Mandela's funeral on YouTube, the first comment would be a racist one. And it was with like 1 million upvotes, which I don't get why. I think it's because most normal people are not commenters. I've never met anyone who's left a comment on anything. It's just demons who live in basements. You have this weird thing where you end up trying to fight against this faceless blob, where the more you hate it, the bigger it gets because it's all in your head.
I wonder if Rob has ever commented on something in his life before.
I know.
Like, has he ever left an Amazon review or a Yelp review? I wonder.
He seems to think people don't comment.
Wow. I don't comment on YouTube videos ever.
Yeah. I don't on YouTube.
I rarely comment on like Instagram stuff if it's not someone who I already know in real life. But sometimes I will. Like if it's late at night, if it's 2 a.m. I'm in my bed, I will.
Sometimes. Yeah. It's always so funny when you're like a little tipsy and you go on Instagram and you're like, I want to comment.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Yeah. I get embarrassed that when I comment on like a celebrity's thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Somebody else who I know could see this comment.
I hate when that happens.
It's just when I'm laughing to myself about something.
I know.
But like sometimes, like if I comment, like let's say a celebrity announced their pregnancy or something, and I comment like congratulations. I'm so embarrassed.
Cute. I comment on Lana's stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Just to be like, yay, or something. I don't know.
I think that's cute though. You know, it's like kind of interacting with the world. As long as you're being nice and positive, like that's good.
She probably won't see it, but if she does look, I want her to see some positive comments, you know? Because I love that girl. But anyway, I don't know her, but I love her music. November 2015, they still seem really happy and in love from the outside. They're seen at like events in LA together. They're out and about in London. But by December, autumn has come and gone, and they haven't gotten married. That's okay.
That's okay.
But it's just interesting, you know, they keep saying, the press keeps saying these dates, and then it's not happening. In January 2016, I just thought there was this really cute picture of them in London. They're in their coats. They're both wearing, like, long coats, and they're carrying shopping bags, and it's just cute. I actually don't have the picture with me, but I can remember it. Okay. February 2016, Rob becomes the face of Dior. Twigs is performing more. There's a Hollywood Life article. We don't know if we can trust them. But they claimed from an exclusive source that FKA Twigs was kind of asking Rob when the wedding would be, wanted it to be soon, and he was dragging his feet.
The thing about weddings is, like, you had to book those very far in advance.
I know.
I bet.
But what if you're Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Like, they might...
But imagine if your wedding gets bumped because Robert Pattinson.
Sorry, we had to cancel your reservation for wedding because Robert Pattinson's wedding.
I'm sure, like, celebrities do that probably all the time.
I know. I wonder how that goes for the rich and famous, like, do they also struggle to find a venue?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Huh.
I mean, they probably have such a high budget that they can get places that are off limits to most people.
Yeah.
I don't know,
wonder,
like a castle.
Do you know if they even booked a venue?
I don't think they did.
Okay, I feel like that's worse when you're planning, if you break an engagement. I feel like all of your engagements that you've covered, I feel like they never even really seriously planned the wedding. Like, they got engaged but didn't do anything after that.
Yeah, I remember that in the Brad and Gwyneth one, a source said, like, they never even booked a venue.
Yeah,
so.
That's kind of a bad sign.
It really is. So, April 2016, there's articles in Metro UK, Cosmopolitan, and Touch Weekly that report that Rob had called off his wedding to FKA Twigs again.
What? Again?
I know. Claiming this was, like, the second time it happened.
What?
And a source also said that they'd been fighting all the time and that she isn't the girl for him. I know.
Why am I shocked right now as if I don't know that this didn't work out?
I know.
What? When is this?
This is April 2016.
Okay, so now they've been together for like a year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
I do think their
Started in
relationship maybe moved
2014.
too fast.
Yeah. It seemed like they were very excited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but there's more. There's this quote. I don't know if this is true. Probably not. It said, she's very jealous and he was sick of having to explain himself. He's still young and just decided he wasn't ready to settle down.
How old is he?
I think he's 29.
Okay.
I know it's not that young, but...
But yeah, I guess
yeah.
he's an actor. But the thing about him is, like, I remember when he was 21,
I know.
22, he would give interviews about how he really wanted to be a young dad.
I know.
And, like, he really wanted to settle down early.
Yeah.
So it's kind of surprising that he still hasn't done that yet.
I almost feel like there's, like, a curve. Because I think, like, when I was younger, I kind of thought I would get married when I was, like, 24 or something.
Yeah.
When I was, like, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then as more time went on, I was actually like, wait, no.
Yeah, because you realize, like, oh, actually, life is really fast.
Yeah.
You
I mean, I'm happy for people that got married at that age, but I just wasn't in the right relationships or whatever. Yeah, but, like, when I was younger, I did think, like, oh, yeah, early 20s, for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I thought that I would have a family by now.
That's okay.
Not even close.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I used to really think that.
Yeah,
like, I'd
me
almost
too.
feel, like, smug about it. Like, people would talk about, like, oh, I'm going to wait till I'm, like, 30. And I'm like, not me.
I feel
I
like
changed
what
my
no
mind.
one tells you is that, I mean, I think it's different for everyone. People might
Yeah.
feel older than they are, but once you get to that age, it feels a lot younger than you expected it to.
Yeah, you don't feel that different.
Yeah.
I know. I was just talking about that today with my coworker.
Oh, wow.
I definitely feel 24.
I love that.
Thanks.
Are you 28?
I am 28. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're getting to that age where I forget what people's ages are.
I know. I forget how old I am, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do question it. I'm like, wait, am I 27? I don't know.
I know, because that's because, like, you know how Caitlin, bringing you up again.
Yeah.
Caitlin, Kelly's sister, my cousin.
Yeah.
She was born in the year 2000, so it's like, oh, she'll always remember how old she is based off the year. But it's like, how would you forget your age? You kind of do as you get older, you know?
It stops being, like, super important.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been a really, really recent split, though, because Metro UK reported that they saw Rob and Twigs having dinner at Shoreditch House on April 16th. So I think we're back together. They were back together.
And when did they have...
If the split was even, like, real.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because they were seen together again.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it does happen, yeah. Okay, I choose to not believe this, but Hollywood Gossip claimed that Rob had cheated on her, saying, in fact, witnesses claim they recently spotted Rob getting handsy with an unidentified woman at a party in L.A. Rob couldn't keep his hands off this one girl. He was kissing her and putting his arms around her all night. Rob looked like he was totally into this girl, stuff like that. But just stuff like this, it's like, if they had an actual name, if they had a place, like, I just don't believe this stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to also, I would believe something more if I knew who was saying it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, have some courage and say who you are and tell us the truth.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the Justin Timberlake cheating allegations were a lot more believable.
Well, there were pictures.
Pictures,
too.
And, like, they were, like, Hollywood gossip, like...
I don't believe it.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like the type. And I know you're not supposed to say that, but I just don't think that Rob would cheat. Like, I just don't get the vibe.
I don't think so.
No. He's been cheated on.
That's so true.
He knows what it's like.
Okay, so this is the time when Kristen, speaking of, is dating Soko.
Oh, yes.
Who went on a date with Rob.
Oh, my God.
Back in the day.
Can you imagine going out with both Rob and Kristen?
What does Soko... So Soko is a French musician. What does she think when she looks at a Twilight poster? She's like, oh yeah, I don't know if she banged Rob, but like, I've banged both of them.
Yeah, like, who is she thinking of? Probably Kristen.
Yeah, probably.
That's so funny.
I know. That's nuts.
Wow.
What an achievement.
I know. I wonder if she's the only one to have been with both of them.
I wonder.
Honestly, I hope that she did sleep with Rob.
I know.
And Kristen.
To have that connection.
Yeah.
I know, me too. I imagine that they did.
That's like getting an EGOT. Like, I know. That is huge.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She just needed Taylor next.
I
don't see them together, though.
No, I don't think so.
May 2016. But then, I wrote in my notes, Rob and FKA Twigs went to the 2016 Met Gala together.
Oh, interesting.
The Manus Ex Machina Fashion in the Age of Technology year. They're still together. And apparently Kristen was there.
Yes.
And she approached Rob and Twigs, and apparently they hugged and talked.
Wow.
There's no pictures or anything.
I've heard that Twigs felt awkward about that.
I think it is awkward.
Who knows how she felt?
Yeah.
Like, but she just kind of stood there while Rob and Kristen talked to each other. Ooh,
did he introduce her? You know when that happens when like you're with someone and they see someone they know and they're like, "Hi."
I know.
And then they like never introduce you.
My twin brother is so bad at that.
Really?
Every time we go to his comedy shows, he never says like, "Oh, this is my." Oh, he did the last time.
Yeah.
But, like, he never introduces us to people.
I wonder.
Yeah, no, but I heard that Kristen like approached them, and
that's nice.
I wonder if Rob. Yeah, I wonder if Rob like felt nervous. You know, we don't know.
I'm sure he was very polite.
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier though?
What?
As if this couldn't get crazier. Liberty Ross was there too.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
do you guys know who she is? Do you guys... I know a lot of you probably do.
So this is the wife of the director that
Rupert Sanders.
Rupert Sanders.
Yeah.
That Kristen cheated on Rob with.
Oh, what was she doing there?
I don't know.
What? She was invited to the Met Gala?
I don't know why. I don't know what. Maybe she was a guest or something. Maybe she's friends with fashion people. I don't know.
What?
I wrote in my notes, okay, this is stressful.
Yeah.
Okay, Kristen has... If this is true, I'm sure you could find out somehow, but, like, Rob is there and Liberty Ross.
Rob is
two people she scorned.
Yes. Rob is there with his new girlfriend, too.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought it was, like, 5 years later that he dated FKA Twigs.
No.
I didn't know that it was, like... This is only
like a year later they started dating.
And this is only now, at this point, like, 2 years from when him and Kristen broke up. Like, in the grand scheme of things, like, that's not that long, to be honest. Like, I feel like you can still be hung up on your ex 2 years later if you want to be.
I know. She has dated a couple people, though, Kristen.
Yeah, true.
But, yeah, it's not that long.
But also, it was a really significant relationship. It's still living on in the press and in movie history.
Forever.
Like, forever. So I feel like they would still think about it every single day.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. It's nuts. They were all there together.
Wow.
I can see why the Met Gala would be unpleasant to go to. Like, it seems really glamorous and cool, but it seems kind of like a fishbowl.
Yeah.
Metro UK published an article saying that their wedding save the date invitations had been sent out. Oh. That the wedding would occur in December.
Oh, so they must have booked a venue.
This is May. I know. You're right. They must have. But I don't know if that's true, you know? You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
July 2016, Kristen is in love with Alicia Cargyle.
Okay.
I don't know why I wrote it that way. Well, I think she was saying that. She's like, I'm in love.
Wait, the fact that they had to send save the dates out, and then what do you send when you cancel your wedding? You must have to send something in the mail.
Jeez, that's traumatizing.
Oh my god.
Do you, like, call everybody?
Yeah. How do you announce that to people?
I don't know.
Like, do you just not send the actual invitation?
Maybe.
What happens if you've already sent the invitation?
Maybe you tell a bunch of people and then tell them to spread the news.
Yeah. Start spreading the
news.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
That's awful.
If I was in that situation.
Yeah.
Because it's
Get
tough.
a trusted friend to do it.
It's very exhausting. I've done that in the past, actually. Like, when I had a breakup, I kind of told my friends, like, tell our other friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to
do it for me.
I don't want to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so July 2016, Twigs was seen in Moscow with white, bleach blonde hair. Very cool. And she was with a guy, but I don't know who he was. Maybe just worked with him. I don't know. September 2016. Haven't seen them in a while. You know, it's July. Now September.
Yeah.
But there's pictures of them together at LAX, returning to LA. I wrote, LA is far from Europe. It is.
Yeah, it is far, yeah.
It's so crazy they're doing that trip a lot. October, they were seen going through security in LAX again. And it was just so normal, like pictures of them taking off their shoes and stuff. So yeah, they're totally back together. I mean, the wedding's still on. I don't know what was up with that breakup news, but November, Rob spoke to people at the 10th annual Go campaign gala in LA. Some party.
Charity thing.
Yeah, Rob said, I still feel like I'm 22, maybe even 14. He's 30 now. However, when asked directly about his wedding, he said, planning what now? I know, it doesn't sound promising.
I don't like that.
Rob, I love you, but like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I know, that's not what you want to hear. I feel 14.
Yeah.
Wedding? What now?
Yeah, I feel like that's not like really respectful to your lady too.
I know.
You know?
Like, I know that he's private, but yeah.
I guess he's shy. Like, I guess if you don't want to talk about it, how do you respond to it? I don't know. It might catch you off guard.
But it did make it look like he was kind of having cold feet or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it, but that's just not what you want to hear. So I feel 22, maybe 14.
That would, if I was Twigs, that would not make me feel good.
I know. Because that sounds like you're not ready.
Yeah.
Obviously, a 14-year-old isn't ready to get married.
That sounds, yeah. Uh-oh.
And she actually said something similar to ES magazine. She said, this wasn't as direct, but in human years, I am like 28. I think she actually was 28. But how old are we really? We don't even know. In the time that humans have set, which isn't real, I'm 28. But how old am I? You don't know how old you are. And then she said to the interviewer for ES Magazine, your son could be older than you. What are we talking about? Human years, soul years, creative years, years of what? That's how I see things. I don't know how old I am. I can't say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a son could really be older than the father.
Don't think so. Oh, son. I see. I thought it was S-U-N.
Oh, no,
it's
no.
S-O-N.
Yeah, she was saying to the interviewer guy, like,
it's not,
your son could be older than you.
Possible.
Like, mentally.
No.
I mean,
there's biological age. Like, that's definitely a thing, but I don't know. I remember in college, like, we took a philosophy class and like we talked about how time is a concept and like it's not real, but it's like kind of is real because
I know
we all do age and we die, and like that's because of time, right?
I get kind of bored by that conversation.
I know.
Time is a construct.
Like, no, it's not a construct because it's gonna keep passing.
I know. I actually feel like it's one of the realest things
I
there
know.
is.
Yes, it's like the only non-construct that there is.
Like, everything dies.
I guess like the duration that we apply to time is a construct.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We don't have to have 365 days a year. Like, we don't have to measure our time like that. But like, no matter what, like, you're never gonna get time back.
I know.
So,
and yeah, even if we didn't use years, obviously you are we can tell, Twigs, you're older than like a baby.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think time is real.
Yeah.
I get what people are saying when they're trying to be like deep about that, but I don't know. So they both feel young. Yeah. So now we're February 2017. They both attend the Lost City of Z premiere. And oh yeah, the film stars Sienna Miller.
Oh.
Back to her.
Huh. I saw that movie actually. I don't remember her in it.
Maybe she was like a really small part.
Yeah.
Kind of unrelated to their relationship, but Charlie Hunman, he's in that movie, said that Rob didn't talk to him at all while filming The Lost City of Z. He told Screen International, I had a couple of rehearsal sessions with Sienna, but I didn't spend any time with Tom Holland or Robert. I wanted these relationships to evolve naturally on screen through the work. I don't think I said more than 10 words to Robert Pattinson off camera. I didn't know if he was just in the zone or if he genuinely didn't like me. There's a real distance between us, but it created the right dynamic on screen. He's reached out to me subsequently, making overtures for us to be friends now, so I think it was about the work.
Huh.
I know.
That's like when we interviewed Rob's stunt double for Twilight. He said that Rob was really aloof and just would like be back in his trailer and like didn't really interact with people as much.
Yeah, he didn't talk to people.
And I don't think it's because he's like I don't think he's that friendly, but like I don't think it's because he's not nice. I think he's just like introverted.
Yeah, I do think he is introverted, and it seems like he does take acting really seriously. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's one of those people that just can be like goofing around and then he like gets in the mode. It seems like he like has to be in the mode the whole time, like all day. He's not like a method actor per se, but it seems like he gets very in the mindset.
It is interesting that he is like that though, because I feel like he doesn't even like acting as much as he likes music.
I don't know.
Like, he just kind of fell into acting.
Yeah. Maybe he just knows he's good at it.
Yeah,
so.
Maybe. Or maybe he's overcompensating.
Yeah.
Because he feels like, oh, I'm not really an actor, so I have to, like, take it seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's very possible to have many passions, you know?
No, I think so, too.
You know? I mean, I feel that way myself.
Yeah. But honestly, I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I had that much money...
Yeah.
Is it, like, I feel like I wouldn't do it anymore.
Acting.
If it was that stressful where you're, like, working...
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, like, you're working long-hour days.
Yeah.
And,
like, if you don't love it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he does love it.
He probably does.
Yeah.
Probably he has to be.
Yeah.
But, like, he's still getting so many royalties and
know.
stuff. Like, he really doesn't need to work if he didn't want to.
Yeah, he could do the music, though, is the thing.
Yeah, he could just do the music and, like, not like his music doesn't even have to be successful.
Yeah,
like he could just do that.
He could literally just be like an indie musician, like Michael Cera or whatever.
Yeah, like he doesn't need. I feel like he doesn't care about like getting an Oscar or anything. Like
maybe he does.
Yeah,
maybe we don't know.
That would be weird.
I know.
if he was like really superficial, actually, that's the danger of like thinking you know these people.
I know. So July 2017, Rob said he's kind of engaged to FKA Twigs on Howard Stern.
Yeah, I remember that.
2 years after proposing. Kind of.
2 years after proposing?
Yeah, it's been 2 years now. Because they got engaged very quickly, remember?
Yeah.
Now it's 2017. Yeah. And then I actually have a clip, Howard's being his classic self.
Yeah, let's listen
I guess
to
I'll play it.
Relationships are complicated. You know, when you're as good looking as you or me, and I relate to you in this respect, we could have anyone we want. It's always been that way for me.
Really? I just always found, like, because people say that about, like, you know, being an actor or whatever. I just always think it actually kind of narrows things down. Like, it's sort of...
It's true.
Like, it kind of... Because for one thing, you get all paranoid about everything, and you have no idea why people like you or whatever. And then also, like, most people... They may think they want to have a relationship with you, but if they start having a relationship with you, they actually realize like, this is not what I want at all. It's like, you know, you get all the crazies, you can't do anything. You basically have there's a big imbalance like in the relationship and stuff. Like it's a tough.
I never looked at it that way. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it does sort of narrow it down. Like you can't just go to a restaurant and pick up some girl because you could be looking at all kind of legal problems and people are out to get you.
That's the other thing too. Yeah.
Yeah. The woman you're with is like a really good singer.
FKA Twigs.
And there's a racial element to that. People I can't even believe in this day and age, she gets shit from your fans because she's a black woman. Like
Yeah, I mean,
people write her nasty things.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I think it's just professional trolls. Well, not that professional troll, but it's
Yeah.
just people, they get so addicted to kind of just wanting to cause hurt and pain on someone. And it's and it's just one of the most difficult things to know how to confront, really, because you're just like, I don't know how to, I mean, it's a faceless enemy. And like,
Yes.
if someone came up in the street and said it, then it's one thing, and you can, you know what to do and you know what to say. But when it's literally just this kind of like like little random name on Instagram, and
Some asshole in his basement.
and they're probably like in a different country somewhere, and it's just crazy, and you kind of, and like it might seem fake to them, but it's definitely like it's real, like in your life, and even if you think, oh, you can turn it off or whatever, it's still like, just to know it's there. It's like if you know that there's like one room in your house where like if you like listen up against the wall, you hear everyone talking shit about you, and then in the next room, like even if you don't go to that room, if whenever you feel bad about yourself, you're gonna go down there and then like start listening to the whispers.
I agree with you. I think it is the hardest thing. And as a guy, I know we all try to fix things. I know if someone attacks my wife on Twitter or one of these things, you get crazy because you want to go, fuck, I'm gonna go protect you from this, and you can't protect anybody from anything. You feel helpless,
and then I feel like you're feeding it afterwards as well. Like I don't want to. Yeah, I feel like it makes me feel like less powerful if you're trying to, like, it's trying to attack, like
trying to make it go away, and it gets bigger.
Yeah, it's trying to attack like a reflection in the water or something. You're just like punching. You just look crazy. Whereas you think the only way to show some kind of strength is like, oh, none of this shit touches me.
That's a really hard situation.
That is.
I was thinking, like, listening to that, like, and I don't have an answer or an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But should Rob have, at the time when him and Twigs first started dating, released a statement, like, through his publicist or something, saying, like, I don't want fans on my behalf, like, going after anybody, like just a quick statement. I think
it would have been nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't, I mean, he's addressed it like twice in interviews, and that's nice, but like, yeah, he never really proactively did anything about it.
Yeah, the way he's saying in that interview, like, oh, you don't want to go after it because then it's crazy. It's like, but you didn't go after it. You didn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I know. I think it would have been really nice.
Yeah. I know what he means. Like, I think it does give you power to, like, not go after, like, haters or something. But in this case...
But it's not about him.
It's not about him. In this case, people are being racist towards your girlfriend on your behalf.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, I know you value your privacy, Rob, but I feel like just a quick statement. He doesn't even have to say my girlfriend. Just say, like, I don't support this,
It is sad. I don't know. I just would think that he would do that for her. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, it upsets me. I kind of wish he did do a little more about that.
It's not going to stop everybody, but it's going to stop some people, to be honest. Like, some people who are diehard fans of Robert Pattinson are going to go like, oh, Rob doesn't want this.
If he said, like, you're not a fan of mine if you're being racist, you know what I mean?
And I know that might be kind of embarrassing for him because, like, there's going to be articles about it. People are going to talk about it. He's going to get publicity for it. But it probably would have made somewhat of a difference.
Maybe he just felt, like, so detached from it in a way.
Yeah, because he's not even on social media.
Yeah, and now maybe he thinks Twilight was... I don't know. Maybe he just didn't feel connected to it in a way anymore. Oh, so July 2017, Rob and Kristen were actually coincidentally on the same flight to LA.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
They must have seen each other on the flight.
She was with Stella Maxwell.
Wow.
Her then girlfriend.
Wait, they literally had to have seen each other because I bet they were both sitting first class, right?
I know, right? Probably, yeah. And they have to wait to leave the plane.
Yeah, you see everybody getting their luggage. Also, you're in the waiting area. You're in the waiting portion.
Yeah. That's insane.
That's crazy. That's so awkward.
What a small world. In August 2017, Good Time comes out. Audiences are very impressed with Rob. Okay, but this is October 2017, final nail in the coffin. It's reported that Rob and FKA Twigs have officially called off their 2-year engagement.
Wow. It's over.
Their travel schedules took a big toll on their relationship. said E! News. Okay. Do some publications just like own a story or
Specialize?
something?
Yeah,
doesn't it seem like
maybe.
sometimes it's like always L or
Well,
like
Marie Claire had like a lot of celebrities in a chokehold.
I know.
There must be like a specific reporter or something who's
maybe.
assigned to each.
Yeah, and someone from E! News was on the Rob and FKA Twigs
Yeah, it's
story.
like honestly, it's like I'm the Rob expert.
Yeah.
Like hire me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're like chasing it down. Yeah,
Wow. Can you imagine that's your job?
I know, it's
You're, like,
sick.
Specialized in that. That'd be amazing.
So anyway, they said Rob is the one who ended it. They bought a house together, but then it was just not working out between them. She moved out.
Wow.
As always, like, who knows if it's totally true, but it
Mhm.
it seems right to me.
Yeah. Well,
that
they're not
he ended it.
Yeah. Oh, it's
And then based on even like the song lyrics that come out later, like
Yeah.
I do think he ended it.
Yeah.
They were almost inseparable for their first 2 years together, a source told The Sun.
Oh, that's sad.
But in recent months, they have really started to drift apart, and they've been spending less and less time together. And then, okay, same as last time, Rob is apparently leaning on Katy Perry
What? What is she
for support
doing?
during this time.
Katie.
I
I
don't
feel
get-
like Katie, honestly,
I don't get the Katy Perry thing.
Katie wanted to get with him.
I know.
Like, of course she did.
Whenever he has a breakup,
Katy Perry's just there. That's kind of weird.
I need to know more about this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is she with John Mayer? Speaking,
I don't know.
We gotta bring up.
I don't know. Yeah, was she with John Mayer? I'm sorry. I didn't research what
Yeah,
Katy
I
Perry was
think
up
they-
to.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe that's when they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it just friendship or is it more?
Have they slept together?
I know.
Gun to your head. I would say yes.
There was a gun to my head.
Gun to my head. I'm gonna live or die on
Yeah.
this. Yes,
Yes.
I would say yes.
At least once.
And if I die, at least I took that risk.
We covered them as a hypothetical couple.
Maybe
Ew,
we
no.
should, though.
Okay, to answer your question earlier, though, that would have pissed me off
Yeah.
if they were together.
Me too.
No.
Me too.
I used to love Katy Perry, actually. Back in, like, 2008.
Yeah.
Anyway, Twigs posted a picture of herself a few weeks after this news came out with the caption, "Hi, I've just moved in next door. I don't suppose you have any sugar." So anyway, that just kind of confirms that, like, she moved out or
Your
something.
life changes.
She moved
Yeah.
somewhere else. I don't know.
Mhm.
Had you ever seen... Okay, I saw this picture of her walking around with a smoothie. She's dressed up, but I don't know why. It just... That picture killed me. I don't know why.
Really?
Just, like, this feeling of, like, trying to move on after a breakup. Like, your
Yeah.
new life. Like, what is it
Mhm.
now? She's just by herself now. Walking
Yeah.
around with a
Yeah.
smoothie. Like, now what? You know?
That's so deep. That's so beautiful.
Ugh,
That's sad. Yeah,
I know.
that's reality.
I wrote, the gutting feeling after a breakup when it's just you now and you're still alive in this world and figuring out what life will be like without this
Yeah.
person.
And you gotta get dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get your smoothie.
I
Day by
know.
day.
Really, unfortunately, what happened next in her life, I feel like wasn't great because then she started dating Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
They met in the movie Honey Boy that she starred in, and I guess they started dating like right away, and she moved
Mhm.
into his house. And I read E! News again. They owned this story. Rob was working with Mia Goth, his co-star in High Life, and Shia's ex.
Yeah.
So Rob and Mia are co-stars, and both of their exes are dating, Twigs and Shia LaBeouf.
Wow.
And according to E! News, they both thought it was comical and not surprised that their exes were together, and even saw it coming. But LaBeouf and Twigs had not commented on the status of their relationship. And the source said that Pattinson and Goth, who had been promoting their new movie High Life, were just friends, and they said that they have a don't care attitude about the situation between Shia and Twigs, and that he's been a support system for Mia Goth, who's hurt and upset but is trying to move on. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know, I mean, I'm going to get into it a little bit, but FKA Twigs later on